Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Virgo Real Bad. That's what I changed this channel to because I'm a Virgo. True and through. I'm a Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon. I'm a true Virgo, and if you know me, you know I'm a Virgo. I overthink, I overanalyze, I over everything. Everything just gotta be right. But I just want to reintroduce myself. I know I have reintroduced myself several times on this channel, and I'm so inconsistent when it comes to this channel. That's because I be battling with myself. I feel like I got a story to tell, but then I feel like don't nobody want to hear it, but I know somebody want to hear it because they keep on falling on my heart to express it. So I know that the universe is telling me that someone has to hear this. And, I feel like I just keep on going through all these fluke incidents, all these fluke mishaps in life, all these lessons that I have to learn or relearn. And I feel like I keep going through them because I feel like I need to share this. I almost feel like it's kind of like a calling on me that I need to share some of my experiences because I feel like other women, single moms could use this and could know that you are not alone, just like myself, because a lot of times I feel that I am 100% alone. I want to talk about today, like I've been in therapy for like the last 4 years. And I would say number one with therapy, it taught me acceptance. I feel like that was just number one for me because it allowed me to be real with myself. It allowed me to just be truthful with myself. And I feel like that's what it takes to start healing. I have a whole lot of healing. I'm going to say to do, but I've healed a lot. So I'm not going to let me credit myself because I've been doing a lot of work and I feel like I've definitely healed a lot. And I feel like it's a upward battle because I don't know that I will ever be fully healed, but I have to embrace and celebrate the moment that I am in. That's the stage that I am in, that I have, and where I've been. Excuse me, y'all. Based on where I've come from, I am not the same woman I was last year, the year before. I'm 100% different. I don't accept all the BS I used to accept. I just think differently. And I want to talk about acceptance because it took me a whole lot to understand that as a woman, I was lonely. Do you understand that it took me a long time to embrace that? Because I had to kind of unpack some things as to why I would keep on being in the same type of relationships, or I would still keep on putting up with the same type of BS. Maybe a different guy, but the same BS. We all been there. We know, like, why do I keep meeting this type of guy? Like, what is it about me? And I feel like it truly does have to do a lot about us and how we were brought up. You know what I mean? What maybe our parents went through that they didn't know to show us and to tell us and to instill in us. And it brought us to where we are now. And then when you get adults, you have to unpack it and you have to try to heal from it or just do better so that you just not like just dumping that on people that you meet, that unresolved trauma that you've experienced. So I'm gonna go back to there. Like, I felt like I never wanted to admit that I was lonely. I don't know. I felt like I have a big thing with admitting that weaknesses. And for me to admit that I was lonely, meaning it seemed like I was admitting that I was weak at some point. And that was big for me to admit. So that's number one. As a single woman, a single mom, I'm 44 now, but I started therapy 4 years ago. So at 40, let me stop lying. It came out that I was lonely based on me venting and talking. But I'm going to say it took me 4 years to admit that I was lonely and that I am lonely. Not lonely where like I live like a boring life, stuff like that, but just lonely for companionship. Wondering when I'm going to really find that one special man that's for me. He doesn't have to be perfect, but just somebody that vibe with me, somebody that gets me, somebody that's patient, somebody that's loving, caring, considerate, somebody that ain't with the BS, somebody that want to commit. You know what I mean? Y'all feel me? You feel me? So yeah, I'm just admitting to myself, and I finally just said it out loud to my therapist, that I am lonely. And I had to admit that because I embarked on a relationship that I know damn well I wasn't supposed to be in. And I knew from the gate I shouldn't have been in it. And I can't tell you right now, I'm out of it, but I can't tell you why I decided to embark in a 1-month relationship. It lasted a month with a married man. This is my channel. I'm going to be transparent. You may not have been there. Some people have been there. If you may not have been in this very situation, somebody that embarked on some shit that they know they should not have been in. So you could judge me, judge your mama. It's fine, because I'm going to speak my truth on my channel, because that's what I came to do. I'm going to be talking way more often because I got a story to tell. Like, this guy came to me. I knew him before. We have dated before. And he pops up. I just got my Facebook. He pops up. And he was always one of the ones that I always had that fondness for. Like, I always had like a little, that little thump for, because he was, he was cute. He was, I reminisced on like what a sexual relationship was. So when he popped in, like, all of those things came to mind. I'm a single woman. And let's not forget, I admit it, I'm lonely in that department. Not desperate, but I was lonely in that department. So that's the stage that he caught me at. I embarked on that relationship. I actually got attached to the frequency of the phone calls, the texts. Although he didn't have a lot of time, but it was like just the amount of time to get me hooked, so that I can, be looking forward to it. Like, I want this. I'm thinking like, why he ain't my man? We get along better. Like, I'm thinking about all kinds of things that I know I should not have been thinking about. Because even if we were a better fit, that's not for me to even be worried about this moment, because he does not belong to me. He does not fully belong to me. No matter what we doing, he does not fully belong to me. And I kept telling myself that. And it was really, really hard to let go, because he was feeding a need that I had. He was feeding that attention, telling me I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? I had my bonnet on. He's still like, girl, you looking good. Like, he was feeding that, and he was feeding my sexual needs. He was feeding, that attention, that calling me, that checking up, like things that I didn't know that I still needed, because I was so into my own self. Like, I was so into my own self, and I was kind of obsessed with just staying inside and being cool and going to work and taking care of my son and just, doing what single mothers do. Like, I was content with that, and I was happy with that. So I thought. He came around, and it's like he flipped the switch on. And now I was like, eyes wide open, and then I'm like, I need to stop this. I need to get out of this. He can't fulfill all of my needs, because he can't rub my back at night. He can't lay beside me at night. Like, we can't do things that I would want to do in a relationship. And I had to keep telling myself, but it was so freaking hard to let it go, because he was feeding that need that I didn't know that I needed fed. And while he was feeding it, I liked it. I'm not ashamed. I liked every fucking bit of it. And it was hard. Like, I broke it off several times, and I kept on being like, well, and I don't know, y'all. I let it go. But I can't even lie and act like I wasn't enjoying it. And if I ain't have like a conscience, that I wouldn't still be doing it. And that's how I know, like, it's time for me. He flipped the switch on. So that chill, that staying in the house, that being cool, I know it was time to get out and see what's out there. I thought I was content with just doing what I was doing. And, guys, if it happened, it happened. But he turned on, ignited like a flame in me that I know I want to stay lit. It's just that he can't be the one to keep it lit. And that is what I had to come to grips with. It was very, very hard, and it was very hard. I think it was hard for the both of us, but more hard for me, because at the end of the day, I may have fulfilled the need for him, or something that he was missing, he still had someone. He still had someone to go home to. You know what I mean? Me, like, to leave him alone would be to go back just with me, because I wasn't dating at the time when he came. And he came at a time, he caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. I was good. He just came. He just showed up and started saying all the wrong things. He set me up, but I played a part in it too. He set me up. And, you know, I just want to come and I want to be 100% transparent. I want to talk to y'all about, like, my dating life, you know what I mean, my mental health, my therapy, just everyday life, single parent life. I just want to be able to be 100% transparent. You know what I mean? Like, I even talked to my therapist about it, you know, and I was so nervous because I felt like, you know, we real cool. Like, she a Black sister. We cool. She get me. You know, talking to her is like talking to my homegirl. And I thought that she was going to judge me. She didn't judge me. She didn't judge me. And I loved it because that made me be able to come and be even more transparent about everything. And, you know, she didn't judge me. She didn't even tell me to leave it. She just was like, y'all both are using each other. Like, no, you using him for that attention, that need, that itch, you know, and he's using me for whatever he's missing at home. And she was like, and if you think about it, you're giving him what he's missing and getting him in a better mood to go home and treat his wife like a queen. And when she told me that, that's all I needed to hear. Like, I'm not trying to get you all happy and get you all ready to face on another day in your household. Because I done told you look good today. I done said good morning. I done said have a great day at work. I done, you know, said my little affirmations, my little everything. You know what I mean? Or we done had our whatever we did and I done made you feel good for the day. So now you could go home and be a better husband to your wife. That ain't even the business I'm in. I was in it, but that ain't even the business I'm trying to be in, sis. I'm not. So I'm going to end this. That's my little story time, and that's just me being 100% transparent, because that's what I'm going to be moving forward on this channel. I promise I'm going to be way more active. And I say this all the time, but I got a story to tell. I got stuff on my heart that I have to let off, and I'm going to tell it. This is my channel. Remember to like, subscribe, share, join my family. I'm just a regular degular, but not regular, but you know what I mean, like YouTube world. I'm just a regular, you know, not a lot of followers, but y'all gonna follow me and get me up there because we sis and we can relate. Single parents, single women, Black women. Let's converse. Let's talk about like-minded things. Let's talk. Let's get some wine, let's talk, and let's vibe out. And let's talk about how we going to do better. And let's talk about how we ain't gonna let these men stress us out. And how we ain't gonna let these men come up in them inboxes and put that switch on. We gotta go get that switch turned on. Whew. Yes, but anyway, we gotta do better. I gotta do better. Let me start off. I gotta do better, and I'm doing better. I cut it off, and yeah, so I'm going through that. Like, he won't order away mine. But I had grown definitely an attachment. And it is something that I have to get over, and I will get over. But I know that I will get over it. And until next time, y'all meet me here. Same place, same time. Let's talk. All right. Virgo Real Bad. Talk to y'all later.